Watch as we turn this junky old jet boat from this to this bad looking hot rod. Let's go. Just towed this bad dog home. Don't mind the junkyard of other jet powered vehicles back here, but needs an oil change because it blew a head gasket before and they fixed it, but they never got the oil out, and we just want to make sure everything's good at the bottom end. So already got all the wires disconnected. First day, first hour of owning this thing, we're already yanking the motor out. Should go pretty quick, so let's get it. Yeah, it's just looking like milky oil, huh? Oh yeah. Woo-hoo! No oil pressure yet. How about that one? All right, we'll do a little walk around of the boat. This is, you know, when we first got it, we just decided let's start cleaning it up, do a little buffing, do a little sanding, see what it looks like. And we decided, you know what, let's throw a little candy paint over this old sparkle and try to get it to shine up. So that's what we're doing here, just prepping it up, getting it ready. So here we got it in the booth. We got it all prepped up, masked up, cleaned up, ready to start shooting. All right, first coat of that Cobalt House of Color Candy Blue. Laying down a little uneven at first, so we had to come in, dial it in, but we got it looking good. Fresh coat of clear just to lock it all in, but we knew we were gonna, you know, cut it down, hit it with another coat just so it'd really be fresh. And after we did that, we thought, you know, this thing's kind of bland, so let's throw some stripes, you know. So we mixed up a little batch of some pink, threw a couple coats of that, and it was really starting to come together. You know, I love that retro vibe. Here it is, getting ready for that clear, final flow coat, and man, I was like, woo! This thing is really starting to look sick. It wasn't even supposed to be a nice boat. It's just a little cruise around. Next thing you know, we're throwing candy on it. It's starting to look good. Let's check it out. All right, we got her pulled out. We're unmasking her. Check it out. Woo-wee. Taking an old junker and making it not look so bad. Got the scoop here. Got throw some color on that. That way it matches the rest of the boat. Should be looking good.
Well, start paddling.
That's all she wrote, boy.
Hey, what are you gonna say about that, Chad?
We knew it.
We fucked her, bud. We fucked her good. Hey.
Definitely not ideal sight in there. It's like some chewed up old bearings. Oh yeah, look at that rod bearing.
Yeah, there it is.
Toasted. Probably bent a rod and freaking.
Yeah.
That means that crank. That's why I locked it. I think it welded itself shut. So as you can see, that motor was pretty much toasted. So I hopped on Marketplace and found this gem. Check this out.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it.
Getting her done.
Yeah.
So she was grimy, but we did a little hone, some spray paint, cleaned it up, and there she is. We got the new heart, ready to set the heads on it. Just been kind of cleaning stuff up as we go, so it looks a little better. It ain't looking bad. this fresh engine in and running, my dad came with me. We hopped on the lake to see how she runs. But as we were cruising, oil pressure started to dip in. We'd shut it off and come back up. So I knew we had a problem, limped it back to the shop, engine out again. I got the engine out. The only damage I could find was this bearing and its mate that had a little something go through it. So I swapped in one fresh bearing set, and I reused this oil pump. It was a new Melling high volume, but I decided, hey, maybe there's some junk or something here, or maybe it's failing. That's why it's losing pressure. So I popped in a new oil pump. And also it wasn't aligned just right, and so maybe it was grinding on here and creating some shavings. Also, side note, when I pulled it apart, one of the pickup tubes was loose. I wasn't the one that put that in. I had one of my guys do that, and I think he didn't tighten that. So that might have been the problem all along, but regardless, got a fresh oil pump, one fresh bearing set, it's aligned, and we should be good to go. There you go. So Val and I took it out for our evening rip, and everything worked real good. So we decided, you know what? It's the weekend. Some people we know are on the lake. Let's launch the old jet boat and have a day on the water. We met up with my sister. She was out on the lake with some friends, and she got probably the world's worst video of me. I'm gonna leave that in here just so you can laugh at this video she got. Oh, geez. It's time to do something with this interior. Get this old janky stuff out of here. This old seat, mocking up some of my new stuff, so we're gonna figure it out. All right, whipped up some seat mounts. Test fit the new steering wheel up there too. Yeah, I got these bases in. Just need to coat them, clean them up. I can still adjust the seats a little, but looks like they're gonna work. Now it's time to get started on the rear seat. Got some subwoofer and speaker rings, so see if we can get creative. Those look better though, for sure. All right, starting on the rear seat. Got our cross piece there, started working on some sides, so doesn't look like much, but I'll update you when I get some shapes. All right, got a little more mocked up. Went ahead and curved these just to make it fit the seat a little better and give me a little bit more room for the sub. So, almost ready to start setting the speaker up and laying some fiberglass. All right, we got this layer, first layer of fiberglass and fleece down, so we got our general shape. It's still not very strong, still pretty flexible. So we gotta start laying some material over this now to give it the strength now that we got the shape. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hit it with a little test look. Looks pretty good. All right, got the flooring rough cut in. Also threw the new steering wheel on with the little flake on the little bezels. That's looking good. So we're getting there. All right, it's midnight. And I pretty much got this thing wrapped up and it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah. So I got some gray to put over the little loom, to put over the red cables and the black there. I don't love this, but it's just, it'll chill there for now. Everything's filthy, but I think I get it cleaned up. It's gonna look all right. Of course, the first day out the fresh interior, we got water coming in the boat, the bilge pump hose broke, it's leaking oil, it's just making a mess everywhere, but it is what it is. Only something, huh? It's so hot.
What happened now?
The hose for the bilge pump come off.
Oh, again.
Found the oil leak is coming right out of there, which means that gasket's not doing too hot, so probably an old gasket, knowing me. Swap her out, no biggie. Typical jet boat things. Never ends. Turns out it wasn't the seal, the actual timing cover was cracked, so we tried to throw some goop on it, didn't work, so I just threw a freshie on there. But this little crack there is what ruined all my interior, got everything dirty on the first day, but she's good now. So with the boat running good, I decided to come out and film some wrap-up video clips. I've been trying to do this, but things kept getting in the way. Finally, we had a clear night, so we could go out for a little rip, take some videos, but you'll see, we got ripping, but that didn't last very long. We made it about a quarter mile into the lake and we saw a stranded wake boat. So we hooked up a rope, gave him a tow, built up that jet boat karma, and that ended our night, but we just had to come back and do it again. big block headers because they don't make any cool LS jet boat headers for cheap. These are like $300 headers. In the middle of cutting these big block flanges off, and we're gonna weld these LS flanges on. And if you're old here, you'll know about this, and you'll know about this. They're coming back, don't you worry. All right, I know it's dark, but I just came out here to hit a little test fit. Then it looks like they're gonna work. So now the trick is to make sure that I get the other one to match. All right, I got both headers tacked up. Man, this was very time consuming. I probably got 4 hours just on this one header here, trying to make it match this one. Thought it was easy when I did this one, then trying to make this one match. It was a pain, but I think I got them pretty much as close as they're gonna get there. The angles look good. But man, those look much better than those old janky. These old things over here, not ideal. From that to that. All right, got this one burned in. Don't look too close, they're not looking too great. Had some gaps there, so. Taking them up, gonna finish this one, and then I'm back on the boat. Went ahead and added this little bung for the O2 sensor, so we should be ready to slap these babies on now. All right, we finally made it out here. We got the jet boat all cleaned up, fresh paint, fresh interior, fresh exhaust, and we finally got it on the water, and it's feeling good. Check it out in all its glory. This thing has been through a lot. I didn't film a lot of it, but the first day I got it, I had to pull the engine out because he said, hey, you should clean it out. It's got some gunky oil in the bottom, but just clean the oil and it'll be good. So we cleaned the oil, put it back together, fired it up, it was running good. Took it for a rip, about 2 minutes in, locked up, toasted, said, you're done, hit the road, dude. So, found the dude on Facebook, bought a motor hanging from a tree, cleaned her up, threw her in there, and she's been ripping ever since. So then we decided we had to make it look better. Threw a little candy paint on it, threw some pink stripes, and man, it was looking good, but that interior was lacking. I don't know if you saw it, but that tears everywhere. And I'm too cheap to get interior done, so I said, hey, Amazon bar stools, 120 bucks a pair, got me 4 of them suckers. Little fiberglass, little candy paint, little stereo, look at that, looking good now. And then the last thing was those ugly headers, so had to get some big block headers and shift them up. I know I already went through this all in the video, but man, just stand back and just look at that thing. What a unit. Now all we gotta do is go rip this sucker. Do a little walk around. We got our stuff in here, but check out that fresh interior. Oh yeah. Them headers are getting some color to them already.